All right, let's look at how to, first off, um, find your email. If you don't know what your email is, I'm going to show you how to find your school issued email. Also, how to log in to your email account once you have your email. You will need your student issued email, which is something that is finished with at student .phoenixunion.org or something along those lines. And I'll show you where to find that. But you will also need your 1PU password, which you probably are all familiar with because you've been using that for 2 or 3 years at this point. So the first thing you need to do is go to the Phoenix Union High School district website. I would recommend anything you do for these online classes, use Microsoft Chrome as your internet browser. That's kind of the go-to one for our district stuff. It seems to work well with Chrome, and it does operate a little bit differently with some of the different internet browsers. I do have the district webpage bookmarked. I would recommend you do the same, but it is pxu.org up at the top here if you don't. So they did shorten it, which is kind of nice. The website, as you can see, it is different. So you're going to need to be able to surf it in a little bit different fashion than what you had previously. If you need to, go find your email address. If you don't know what that is yet, you will need to log into your Synergy or Student View, which there's a link right here, and there might even be with the info for students, which is this drop down off to the right. So I'll click Students, and as you can see on the web page, a lot of the same stuff that was on the drop down from before, but you have to get here a little bit differently. Student email, this is where you can log into your student email. Student view is also, there's a link down here. So either way, if you go to your student view and you log in, you would be able to get to a page that I imagine from your perspective, I'm really seeing it from a teacher perspective. I would imagine it looks similar from a student perspective. A page that looks like this, it would have your name, your ID number, all this jazz. But it also has your student email address, which will finish for everyone with at student.phoenixunion.org. It is listed right there. That's one easy way you can find it. If you're having trouble with finding it, you can always reach out to me and I can dig it up for you really quick and then send that to you through the chat feature. Once you have your email address and you know your 1PU password, and I can get you your 1PU password as well, just ask. I don't know if that's on here anywhere. You would need to go back to the web page. I'm going to go back to the very beginning, high school web page. So once again, pxu.org. You'll need to go to info for students. And then again, off to the right, you can scroll down until you see student email, and then you can click on that. And I'm already logged in, but you could enter in your email address, and then after you do that, you'd be able to enter in your password, and once you do that, you'd be in your email. Your email will probably, when you log in, look something similar to mine, where you have a bunch of these tiles. We're going to be using a lot of these this year, so this is a great way to get here. Outlook is going to be your email, so if you opened up Microsoft Outlook, that would be your email. So whenever you're collaborating with somebody or working on a document and they share something with you, this is where you would go. Since I am here, I am going to show you that the documents that you work on together, or if you work on Microsoft Word Online, which I would recommend really using the Microsoft Word Online feature. It works really well with Teams. If you use the desktop version, you just open it up from your computer. Formatting gets changed, so I'd really recommend anytime you work on schoolwork this year, save yourself a hassle. Log into Microsoft 365, which is what we're in now. We just logged into our email and use your Microsoft Word feature. But OneDrive is where all of your work will save. So if you go into OneDrive, this is where all of your files and things that you work on, they'll save in here. So this is a collection of some of mine from over a few years at this point. Some new, some old, but that's kind of where it would save. So it's kind of like a Google Drive, so to speak, but it's for Microsoft. So that's how you get to your email. That's how you find your email address. That's how you log in. This is where you would find some of your files that are shared with you. So that's going to conclude this video. I think we got our purpose served.